Everyone thinks the Great Depression began on Wall Street. They're wrong. The seeds of economic collapse were already sown in the sun-drenched sands of Florida years before the infamous Black Tuesday. By the mid-1920s, a speculative fever had gripped the Sunshine State, a frenzy that saw fortunes made and lost, driven by dreams of endless prosperity and a burgeoning tourism industry. The allure was undeniable: a tropical paradise, year-round warmth, and the promise of easy wealth. Developers, often with little more than a glint in their eye and a slick brochure, carved up vast tracts of swampland, rebranding them as future metropolises. Miami, especially, became the epicenter of this boom, transforming from a modest town into a bustling city almost overnight. The game was simple: buy land, hold it for a few weeks or months, and sell it for a substantial profit. Often, properties changed hands multiple times a day, with each transaction driving prices higher. Binder boys speculators operating on small down payments fueled this rapid turnover, often buying and selling lots they'd never even seen. It was a classic greater fool theory in action. Paper profits soared. A lot purchased for $800 in 1920 might fetch $10,000 just 5 years later. New cities were planned, like the ambitious Coral Gables, meticulously designed with Mediterranean revival architecture. Grand hotels rose from the sand, promising luxury and escape. The entire state seemed caught in a collective delusion of unending growth. But the foundations of this boom were built on speculation, not sustainable demand. The cracks began to show by 1926. Transportation infrastructure struggled to keep pace, and critical materials like cement became scarce. Then, two devastating hurricanes struck Florida in 1926 and 1928, exposing the fragility of the coastal developments and the grand schemes. The hurricanes shattered investor confidence. The flow of new money dried up. Prices plummeted, leaving many binder boys and substantial investors underwater, unable to meet their obligations. Banks, heavily invested in Florida real estate, began to falter. The easy credit that had fueled the boom now became a crushing burden. This collapse wasn't isolated. It created a significant drain on national capital, tying up funds that might have been used elsewhere. The widespread defaults and bank failures in Florida served as an early warning, a microcosm of the larger financial instability that would soon engulf the entire nation, contributing to the broader economic downturn. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe if you're curious about the hidden stories behind historical financial events and want to understand the patterns that shape our world. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.